Look at that. Wow, hello. My name's Dave. I work with some crazy Russian meerkats. This is a meerkat in a Batman suit. His name is Alexander. He's over there, and Sergei is over there. He's the IT guy. He's the brains of it all. So the last 3 years, 2 years, I've been working with React, a team called Meerstrap. The idea of that was Meerkats and Bootstrap at the time combined together to create components called Meerstrap. I bet it sounds like an adult toy, which goes down great at work. But every time I talk about Meerstrap at work, I have to do something. I have to get some chant going. So when I say Meer, you have to say strap. All right, ready? Meer, Meer, Meer. Thank you. No, I'm joking. We've been building products with React, and also I'm part of an inner source team at Compare the Market. But one thing I'm into at the moment is web performance, and I've joined a web performance working group at Compare the Market. So what do we mean by web performance? Well, these three things, basically. A user's getting the best experience. How's our release impacted them? But also about kind of monitoring web performance. And when we talk about web performance, it's quite easy to monitor because we have loads of manual tools out there. So web page test, insights, and mobile speed and various things like that. Hands up if you've used these before. Yeah, so most people, right? And these are the metrics they spit out. There's hundreds of them, and it's up to you to kind of work out what that means for you. But I started thinking about in this working group, is there a better way, is there an easier way to monitor this? Especially after I do a release, can I automatically monitor this kind of stuff? Before I tell you the answer to that, I'll tell you a story. This guy's going to love this, but I work with a guy called Gary Williams, who 3 years ago was my dev manager, and that was good times. And basically, Gary was really, really, really interested in monitoring KPIs and data and various things like that. To the point that when you started talking about monitoring, he used to come up, so you're in your team, in your Scrum team or whatever else, talking about monitoring performance, and this used to happen. He used to kind of feel like he was coming out of the bush. And he used to just be there. Oh, Gary, what are you doing? So anyway, years went on, and we had about 5 or 6 Garys join the business, and it was getting confusing, so he was known as Gary Smart Monitoring. So Gary used to talk to me in my one-to-ones about web performance, about how hard it is to monitor. And he used to tell me, why can't we monitor these things, Dave? And I used to be like, well, that's an interesting thing. So about 5 years, I kind of been scratching my head like, yeah, why can't we do these things easier? So I started thinking about the manual tools we have in place at the moment. And also the tools, these are some of the tools we use at Compare the Market, but also open source tools that we have available to us to be able to monitor these things. So Lighthouse, PageSpeed, Insights, Docker, Node, React, and various other goodies. Lighthouse, any Lighthouse users here? Yeah, so Google are doing some really, really cool stuff with Lighthouse at the moment about performance and metrics and various things like that. So what I decided to do as a proof of concept to help Gary down here was to code. So I set up a GoPro on my cat, told the cat what to do, like true project management style. He got coding, and all I thought about was Gary and his problems in the web and the monitoring and things like that. So I come up with a solution I'd like to share with you guys if you find it interesting. We use this at Compare the Market at the moment. It's quite useful. So the idea is it uses Docker and containerizes various things, these plugins like Lighthouse, web page test, PageSpeed, Insights, and various things like that. It logs out Prometheus events, which is used Grafana, which shows you fancy dashboards and gives you a REST endpoint so you can hit it when you want. So every time you do a release, hit it. Every time you want to see metrics, hit it, and various things like that. This is what it looks like. So you can see performance now, performance over 24 hours, months, 3 months, a year. Just keep hitting it. It'll keep reporting it, saving it. Web performance can be easy to monitor. That's my story. And it's actually Boyne123 Gary, check it out. It's open source, and Gary Smart Monitoring. That is the legend. That is the man. Thank you very much.